Hey, this is Sam, and I'm going to build my deck. I'm going to start by removing the lands so I can get an easy count of where I'm at. Then I'm going to look over the cards I can cut. I think Repeal is an easy one, which isn't really doing things I need to be doing. Remand is also likely to not make it, though I might come back to that. Plagued Ursulka is an interesting question. I think I have enough stuff to Soul Shift, and I don't. Well, it is really good with Selesnya Guildmage and Ant Queen, and it is good against a lot of archetypes. It's really good against Double Strike, and it answers Gust Skimmer against Affinity, which is one of their scarier cards. The small flyers are the way they're most likely to beat me. And it also answers Thrumming Bird if anyone happens to be that underdrafted blue-green infect deck, or craft deck that is existing in this pod. I don't need Dragon Soul Knight. I think I have enough better ways to win and better random creatures to be playing at that point. I could just stop here and be 15 land. Let's pretend this is a 4-drop. I don't think that it would be unreasonable. So for my sideboard, I don't think I need an Otherworldly Journey. I have Moonlit Striders to protect my guys. As I mentioned when I drafted it, I don't think I want Tesserate's Gambit main. I think it's just too slow, and I really have enough value and power without it, and not enough synergies to make it like it's worse than Divination rather than better in my deck, and that's just not that exciting of a Magic card. I see my black cards as sideboard cards. I think my creature count is low enough that I could miss with Commune with Nature, and that would be horrible. The card I'm most interested in is Expedition Map, because I do like the idea of finding the right bounce land to fix 2 of my colors. And I mean, I'm 5 color with not too much fix, and I think that could just be really good. I don't really want to go to 14 lands because I want to have plenty of lands to be able to keep a hand that has a bounce land and a land rather than needing to mulligan a hand that has like a bounce land and an Expedition Map. So the cards that I could cut are, I don't want to cut Kami of Ancient Law. I like having a 2-drop that can trade and then get soul shifted back, and I like having the enchantment removal to answer like an arrest on my Ant Queen or Nymph Mizzet. I think Firebird is good in my deck. Even if I have to play it as a 5-mana 3/3 flyer, that's an important blocker for my deck to stop flying creatures from killing me. And it can be a big thing that can live through Wildfire and just function as a late game bomb, good finisher. I could just cut Rampant Growth for Expedition Map on the theory that it's better fix. I could cut Everflowing Chalice if I think that I just don't want that much mana and want fix instead of ramp. I think that's actually the way I'm going to go. It's a little questionable to cut Everflowing Chalice in a deck with 3/6s, Block Worm, and Artisan, but I think it makes sense to do it here. Now, let's add these and then figure out what other lands I need. So, let's start with considering, well, no. I'm going to start by adding 1 of each and then see where I'm at and what I need. Where'd they go? Way over here. Alright. My white needs are pretty small. I never need a second white, and I don't really need white until turn 4. I'm fine casting Sunlance and Oblivion Ring later. I guess I would like it on turn 2 for Kami of Ancient Law, but it's fine if that doesn't come together. So having 1 plains gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards that give me access to white mana. I'm comfortable with that. 1 island. The issue with having only 1 island is that it means that I can't Rampant Growth for a 2nd blue for Nymph Mizzet if I've drawn the island. However, I can Expedition Map for Growth Chamber or Boilerworks. I guess I also can't Evolving Wilds for Island to cast Nymph Visit. So there's some pull to have a second island, but with my deck as it is, I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things that give me access to blue for 4 cards. The fact that Nymph Visit's double means I would like an island if I happen to be able to get it, but if I can't, I'll be okay. Black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is in a similar position to white. I have 1 bounce land for each of them. I think that I need black a little bit more than I need white. I want to be able to cast Nameless Inversion as an early removal spell. Plagued Rusalka might theoretically want me to have double black. My white is just a little more late game than my black. So if I'm going to add a plains or a swamp, it would be a swamp. I straight up need a second mountain. There's no way I can possibly avoid that. So let's start by adding that. The second mountain allows me to search for my double reds for Firebird, Wildfire, and Nymph Visit. This gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. My red is late game. This should be fine on mountains. I'm not using red to fix or anything. So green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I obviously need at least a second green so that I can get my second green for Ant Queen or find a second forest toward casting Pelaka Worm. And green is also important because it lets me Rampant Growth and Selesnya Guildmage. I also want plenty of green eventually to activate Ant Queen and Selesnya Guildmage. I think that I want a third forest and a second swamp, though I could see second plains instead of third forest. So I'm just going to add a swamp and a forest, and this is fine. It's worth noting that in a deck like this, where so often I'm getting to search for the land of my choice, it's kind of okay to just be wrong by a land. I know that sounds weird to say, but that's kind of how it plays out. It matters much more that you choose to search for the right things and stuff. But I think I value being able to find a second swamp, just because of Plague Rusalka potentials. Like if I have Plague Rusalka Ant Queen going and want to be able to kill all my opponent's slightly bigger guys. Yeah, this is the deck I'm going to submit. Only hesitation is wanting another plains over a forest, but I think it's just safer to have all the forests.